Good afternoon, I'm Specialist Lentz. Today we'll be covering class 071-COM-1008, measuring distance on a map. First, I'm going to go over my risk assessment. The overall risk assessment for today is low. As always, we have our hazards, so watch out for wires. Make sure you don't tripping over wires, watch your foot. The ground could be uneven, so make sure you watch your footing and don't sprain any ankles. If you do decide to go outside to take a break, to smoke or anything, we are next to a road, so be cautious of cars. And as always, I know we're inside, but dehydration is a thing, so just continue drinking water, even though we're in a cold environment. All right. First, I'm going to do a PCI. So please, everybody, get out your pen, paper, and pencil, and water. I would individually check everybody and write them down on my PCCs. Thank you, everybody. Next, I'm going to introduce the class. So today we'll be covering 071-COM-1008, measuring distance on a map. So, conditions. You are a member of a squad or team in a field environment and have been directed to determine the distance between two known points. You have a 1 to 50,000 scale map, which is right here, and a strip of paper, which I will provide, and a pencil, and a straight edge, which is right here. You have been shown the beginning and the end of these points, so some iterations and tasks should be performed in Mop 4. Standards. Determine the straight line distance between 2 points with no more than a 5% error, and the road or curved line distance between 2 points with no more than a 10% error. There are no special conditions, and side notes, we will not be doing any iterations in Mop 4 today. Task 1. Identify the graphic bar scale on the map. Task 2, determine the straight line distance between 2 points on a map. And task 3, measure the distance along a road, stream, or other curved lines. I already have these marked out. So, task 1, I'll be going. I'll take my paper, or my strip of paper. Today we have the normal paper. And I will mark the beginning and my end, which is point 2. So you have 2 points. Oh, I totally skipped that. I'm so sorry. That's my fault, as I was. So the first task is to find the scale, which is right down here in the bottom. As you can see, scale 1 to 50,000. Then you take your paper and then you measure, as I just did. So you measure from point 1 to point 2, and you make your mark. As you can see here, I have my mark. You take your marks and you bring it down to the scale. You'll be using the scale down here in the bottom. You line it up at 0. So right here, it says it's at 4.5, so I'm going to mark it at 4 so I know where that is, and then I'm going to take it to the extended scale. And on the extended scale, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. So the full distance of this road that I have marked out is 4.4 kilometers. All right, I'll do the same thing for the next task, which is measure the distance along a road, stream, or other curved line. So we're going to continue following this road right here, which ends up going into a curve. So we'll take our paper and flip it. Same thing, you're going to start at the beginning of point 2, or point 1 to point 2. And you're going to curve your paper with the road and mark it. And continue this throughout the entire road. And at the next point you get to, when you mark it, you can pivot from that point. I'll go up, down, and we now have all of our marks. So see how this one has a lot more marks than the previous one? You're following the curved road. You do the same thing. You come down to your scale here, and it's exactly a 3, so go with 3. 3 kilometers for the curved road. All right. I performed steps 1, 2, and 3 for you. Do I have any questions about those steps? Nope. All right. Take the next 5 minutes to practice and study. All right. Thank you. That should be 5 minutes. So we're going to go and move on to the evaluation part of this. So I'm going to restate the task and purpose and conditions. Conditions. You are a member of a squad or team in a field environment and have been directed to determine the distance between 2 known points. You have a 1 to 50,000 scale map You have a strip of paper, straight edge, and a pencil. You have been shown the beginning and the ends of points on the map. Some iterations will be performed in Map 4. Standards. Determine the straight line distance between 2 points with no more than 5% error, and curved line distance between 2 points on a road and with no less than 10% error. Side note, again, we will not be doing any iterations in Map 4. So now I'll take one of my members of my group to perform tasks. Please go ahead and perform tasks. All right, I evaluated one of my soldiers, but I still have 3, and we're out of time. So I have 3 untrained soldiers and 1 trained soldiers. So as a whole, we are untrained in this task. As for that, I'm going to give you guys a retest date or retrain date. It'll be time at 1600. Please write this down. 1600 on December 15th in building 6716. Uniform is going to be OCPs, whatever you're wearing right now. Now that you guys have that written down, let's go and do PCC, PCIs. This is to end our training here. I would individually check everybody's PC, all their equipment. Next, we're going to move into an AAR. So what was supposed to happen? I'm going to reiterate what was supposed to happen and what I did do. So I introduced myself, a specialist lens, as I said. I introduced the task. I did the draw, our risk assessment. I checked your PCC, PCIs. I conducted those. I stated the tasks and conditions, so you guys knew what was going on. I did a step-by-step demonstration of how to perform these tasks. I asked if you guys had any questions about those tasks. I then gave you 5 minutes to practice. Then I evaluated one of you. I provided feedback for you if you had any questions on the tasks. And I sent my results up to higher, which is 1 trained, 3 untrained. And then I conducted another PCC, PCI. That way we know we have everything. So that's what was supposed to happen. That's what did happen. So what happened, or what went wrong, what went right? Thank you. What can I improve on? Is there anything I can improve on for me so I can improve the class? All right, thank you. In summary, we did class 071-COM-008, measuring distance on a map. If you guys have any further questions, you may direct them towards me. And if you guys have no further questions, I will release you back to your platoons and your units. This concludes my training. I would like to close out the training site. Thank you.